Scary Christmas, y'all. What's up? We're back in Disney Dreamlight Valley, but today I'm doing a special little thing. The other day, well, many days ago, because I've been behind, I had the privilege of doing a valley tour with my friend, Mr. Dreamlight. They're a small content creator, but a really big decorator, and I've known them for a while. We always have interesting conversations about the game, and so they invited me over to tour their valley, and I'm going to share that with you. But let's get right into it. All right, when we first drop in, we're in the Sunlit Plateau. It's like biting off the frost, or beginning of the frost. It's not so much wintry. There's a lion, like natural habitat side, as well as on the other side is like the human existence side, where all the houses and shops are. Every single biome is completely full and beautifully decorated, but they still have the flower gardens, for like memories and stuff like that. And you can still get to every mining spot, as well as they all have, the ancient vacuum, a stove, and a crafting table area. So it's fully functional, even though it's fully decorated as well. So that's always good. I really like the choice of the castles and houses in this area. I think everything blends together well. That's why I like to do valley tours, because you get to see somebody else's perspective of how they utilize the stuff. I also have Maribel and Eric in the Sunlit Plateau because, they just really fit. Also, behind the little like town area back here, there is the garden. All the trees are accessible, as well as the fruit bushes that are decorated throughout. So it's like, your working farming area. And back in the back is the dramatic entrance to Scar's house. It looks really good here, especially with the water walkway going all the way up. I really like it. I mean, I have Scar's where it was originally, but a lot of people have moved it and done other cool things. And now with the islands coming up, there's lots of things that you can do. It's kind of limitless at this point. But I really like how it was split into like the two different areas, the natural one, as well as like the human lived in one. And back over here where Scar's area was is where there's Fairy Godmother's Nook. It's a cute little area. I haven't seen anybody with it here that I can recall. And over here, there's a water feature they did. I said that it kind of reminds me of like the queue, the lines at Disney, because everything has a lot of theming and stuff to look at, animated moving parts, and the little water feature that was built. It's really cool. It's cute. Next, we go into the snowy plains, aka the Forgotten Lands. Mr. Dreamlight expressed how he wanted it to look completely different, and I really do think it looks different. The white custom, the TOM snow rugs throughout really does brighten it up, as well as the use of the blue. I think it's the Plaza or the Plaza Peaceful Meadow bushes. All the blue really brightens it up, and it really does take away like the spooky vibe that some people are not a fan of. They also did this little game area setup that they said was inspired by one of their wife's builds, and I think it's really cute too. I also said it reminds me of like The Sims. It reminds me of like all the park meetup areas, how it has little game tables. They also used all the new the blue fairy ethereal stuff, and it looks really good up here, as well as the arches from the last year's Winter Gala Royal Star Path thing. They look really good here too. It does really transform the whole vibe. Just looking at pictures, you might not know for certain that it's the Forgotten Land. So I think it really did a good job at completely transforming it. Because some people don't really like that Forgotten Lands vibe. I'm a total fan, but I'm also a fan of this build. Very pretty, very bright, very winter and festive. It's very cute. And it also has all the working parts, a little flower garden and stuff. So it's very nice. Mr. Dreamlight said it was like a nice open area to just kind of like hang out, relax in. And I really agree with that, because there's enough spacing. It's not too cluttered, and it's really pretty. And the tree house is also completely hidden by the frosted willows, so you can't even really see it at all. So it really does take away like any signs of it being the Forgotten Lands, which is nice. And then we went through the Plaza, which is like the Christmas market, or the central market, if it wasn't Christmas time. and it's really cute. There's a lot of cool things to see here. It has a little kids play area, as well as skating rinks, photo booths. You know, it's just like if you were out like at the Central Market, the Christmas market, picking up stuff for like Christmas. There's this like shop area where you can buy your little toys or get flowers, and then a wrapping area to like wrap it all up, make your gift basket, finalize your present. And also he pointed out that he did the snowy rocks underneath the snow, the permafrost, which gives it more of like a snowy vibe in the plaza. I talked about that the other day, how it would be nice if we had more control over like the seasons, that we could actually cover everything with snow during the winter. And then I thought it was funny that Merlin is manning the register over in like the little cafe snack area over here with the little seating area and piano, very fancy, as well as little hot chocolate stands. You know, the nothing says like Christmas market more than hot chocolate. And one of my favorite parts here was the little Christmas tree farm. This is really cute. I haven't seen any Christmas tree farms, so that was nice and unique. I really thought that was impressive and fun. And then after we went through the plaza, we went down to the peaceful meadow, our Toontown at Christmas. And I said that it really gives me Toontown, like Main Street, Disney, like Disney Parks vibes. I really like the way Oswald's car and then the street rugs were used here. I don't have a lot of Touch of Magic in my valley, but now that the DreamSnaps switch actually works, I may consider it a little bit more, because you can do some really cool things with it that are really creative, but it just sucks that you can't feature that stuff in DreamSnaps. And then also they used the daisy rugs under the permafrost clouds also to bring in like the snowy vibes to the peaceful meadow as well. It has a lot of bright, colorful, fun stuff. It really does remind me of like the parks ready to go for Christmas. Which leads us back down to the other side of the peaceful meadow. It's split up into like two different parts, like the Toontown side and then this wintry Merlin's side. I really like how Mr. Dreamlight used all the new stuff. It looks really good over here with Merlin. And the way they blended the Fantasia fountain vibe stuff. This was a really cute little area. I really love Fantasia, and I like how they use the brooms, you know. It's always nice to see the same old stuff used, but like in a cool, creative way. And Hades was chilling over here. We run into Hades a couple times. I don't know if he's like stalking us or what. Also like the little Pegasus house with the owls. You know, it works. It's the vibe. Fitting of like Merlin. And I feel like the benches, the Hercules benches do match with some of these items, which leads us down to the gingerbread area. I really like this. The pathing was supposed to bring in like the browns, and then they have the gingerbread seating as well as the Halloween Town train and the carousel, and which brought up the point that you can't activate anything when you have visitors, which is really disappointing. I don't know why they don't just have like the rides and stuff active when visitors come, because you know, we really would like to use those elements, especially when you use them in part of your decor. And then on the other side, it's more of the Bayou Louisiana vibe. Have the little Bayou house in the water, as well as all of the flowers are red and green for extra Christmassy vibes. And then past the house is the Haunted Mansion, which has a big garden with like the reflecting pool type thing used with the Touch of Magic rugs. I really do like this. It's a very pretty area, and it is fitting of like the big mansion, you know, to have this big, nice, pretty yard. I do like it. It's very nice. And also they fenced off and hid Mother Gothel's tree, so you can't really tell that it's there either. And then back behind the house is like the farm, like working area, you know, where you can cook and hang out and eat, and then like stables, and then little cotton patch. And then right here was like a little tribute to the river. Mr. Dreamlight lived in Louisiana before, so I thought that was a nice little touch right there. Which leads us into like the racetrack candy arcade area. And I do feel like this stuff looks pretty good in the Glade area. Y'all know I'm not a fan of the candy decor per se, but the way it's utilized, everything does look very nice. Also said that he fenced in the trees because they're hard to walk around. Maybe that's what made me dislike those trees so much, because I do remember that as being part of an annoyance when we had to decorate with them. And also there's a little Bing Bong candy shop area over here. And then that takes us into the winter country style beach. And in the beach, it's like, you know, kind of like carnival vibes. There's a little hot chocolate stand. It also has the Toy Story themed rides and Woody's around, as well as Eric's ship is used as like a castle ride. You know what I mean? Which is cute. Also the Ferris wheel. I have my Ferris wheel in like the same spot. I mean, that's the best spot coming down the stairs with the Ferris wheel in the middle like that, you know? So I basically have mine right there as well. And he found a way to use the new Buzz and Woody ice sculpture that everybody loves so much, you know. I mean, it's just like a Disney Parks thing, but it was just like, why? Why Buzz and Woody? They literally could have picked anyone else. And then across the bridge to the other side of Dazzle Beach takes us into like the island Christmas vibes. Like Polynesian-esque, you know, like the Disney Polynesian, as well as like Polynesian in general. With all these snow rugs, it really does change like the whole look of it, as well as the way he used the bamboo walls like throughout. It really does change the whole feel of the valley. It makes it look completely unique and different, especially for my valley. I like the Christmas tree area with the sled and the little snow people and the igloo. I really do like the igloo, even though it's large. It takes up a lot of space, but it's cute. And then going down the pathway, the little snowy pathway right here, you have the frozen stones, as well as the pillars of all the things, you know. And also the cave entrance. The cave is accessible right there as well. And then the stones are throughout, like the stones that are originally in the area, as well as the little statue right here with all of the offerings and the gifts to the statue for Christmas, which takes you over to like the beach town area. Have Stitch's house, as well as Buzz's RV. You know, you like take your RV down to the beach, and the beach house and the other houses that we have in the game. I liked how Ariel's house looked in the background too, because you know, her house is kind of like Vanellope's. It has a weird color vibe and has to be in the water, and it's pretty large. But I really do like the snow beach area, and even Maui's on the end. I know everybody always loves to hate on Maui, but you know, whatever. And I think they did a good job of bringing in the different colors, because you know how the Maui does not match the rocks or whatever. But I'm over it. It is what it is. But this is a really pretty little beach Christmas area, which brings us into the forest. The forest is very, very pretty. I like Mr. Dreamlight said it's the winter snow park on the edge of town, and I like the use of the skating ring and everything. It's very pretty, very fun, very wintry, Christmassy. And then once we get through all the sleds and presents, that starts to bring you into like the entryway of the cityscape. And I really like the cityscape. It's also giving the Main Street vibes and like modern real city stuff. A lot of the stuff in the game is kind of like cartoony-ish, but I feel like the cityscape is very good. I like it. I definitely like the use of the cars. It'd be nice if we get some future car options that aren't like so cartoony or small. I really like Oswald's car and how it's used in the city build, as well as all of the holiday street lights with the reefs on it. They look really good here. We also got all the other Christmas rugs and those Gala planterns. The Gala planterns throughout look very good. And once you get throughout the city, there's a little area over here for Santa pictures. Santa's not in today, but there's a setup to take pictures with him. Which brings us to like the market stall areas. Their house is in the city, the apartment, Mike and Sully's apartment. And so all the stalls are lined up and accessible, you know, because it's a working valley, not just a pretty valley. And then they also have this little chill seating area, chilled literally with all the ice furniture. It looks really good here. And I do like the spacing and everything. Because, you know, sometimes the builds can get cluttery. I have a problem with that myself of just putting too much stuff in. Because, you know, there's a lot of stuff. But everything's spaced nicely. I can move around pretty well. And also the castles over here, they use the new Ever After brick walls. It sucks that they count towards the item limit, but I do very much like them. They're pretty. I've made and put some down in my valley as well. And this little bear seating area in front of Elsa's cave is so cute, adorable. I love those bear benches. I use them as actual bears in the woods and not benches. And there's a little kid park over here, like a kid play area. That's cute too. Fun, very friendly, you know. And the trees look really good too. Because y'all know I'd like it to still look a little bit natural. Then, which brings us to the Frosted Heights, which is actually the only place that really has snow. But as you've seen, there's been snow throughout with all the Touch of Magic rugs. The clock tower area over here looks very good. And they said they wanted somewhere to utilize that big Mickey fountain and that it looks frozen. So that's why they put it up here, because it fits the vibe and it's just so huge. They also made a little area for Kristoff because, you know, he sells ice. So he has his little cart over here as well. And it's Arendelle themed. If you couldn't tell, that the Frosted Heights is obviously done in Arendelle theming. And I do like the little town. It's very quaint. Very cute. And little reindeer and snowflakes all around the pond are also cute as well. And they have their work setup area also. And then just a pretty shot of the ice castle in front of the steps. I put it there too for a while because it just seems like that's where it should be, because it has a grand entrance, because it's such a grand castle. I really do like those ice steps. I kind of wish we could move certain things like that. And then after we did the little tour of the valley, I wanted to walk through and see everything again at night, because of course this game looks so good at night. Especially the Sunlit Plateau. Even though it was like the least Christmassy, wintry, I do like the Sunlit Plateau. I like it. And all the torches throughout and the lighting features just look really, really good. I think it is a nice place to have the multiplayer portal come up from. I do like that. And I like also how they had it separated between like the natural lions, like safari side, and like the hotel residential side. That was really cool. And Scar's whole little setup, very dramatic. I like it, but y'all know I like Scar's. I like Scar and I like Skulls, so I mean, I'm not against his house. I know some people will probably get rid of his house. And I also have my farm in the Sunlit Plateau, but not my fruit. My fruit's over in my forest area, but you know, I have a lot of stuff to redo. But all the houses and all the lights look very good, so I just wanted to make sure we get a good walkthrough of that as well. And I do like Tiana's over here, because you know most people have Tiana's in the glade, but it matches. It matches the vibe. And Mr. Dreamlight said he wanted the Forgotten Lands to not look like the Forgotten Lands, and I feel like really accomplished that. I mean, I like the Forgotten Lands. That's where my house is for now. I might stay in Storybook Vale. It's undecided. But I do like the area, and especially still that you chose it as like your chill area, because you know, that's where I chill. And I also like the little game area that's inspired by your wife. That's cute. I do like that setup. It's really nice. And as far as the plaza, my favorite thing about the plaza was definitely the little shops with the gift area. But I also like what in the meadow, the little Merlin nook area with the new stuff. That's really cool. And the gingerbread vibes of the glades, very different. Especially the area that was split off into like the candy land with all the candy stuff. Unexpected as far as the glades vibe, but it does work. Everything does blend very nicely in the way everything is structured. It really does divide the valley up in like a whole different way where you kind of could get lost. I definitely would not have been able to just walk around on my own. That wouldn't have worked very well. And the big dramatic area of the red and white flowers with like the reflecting like pond thing in front of the haunted mansion, that's very cool, very fun. See, I do like that. And the whole arcade, the whole little arcade Candyland area is not bad, you know, because I don't really like Vanellope or those colors and stuff, but I do like it. I mean, and it's like Christmassy, so you know, it does work. But the Bing Bong candy shop, I am a fan of. I definitely like that. I'm fine with the rainbows, not so much that peppermint, the candy padding. I don't know why. When I see people use it, I do like it. But me, I can't manage. I just can't manage. And the country winter beach little theme park area, it's very cozy. I do like that. I would like to go to like a carnival like that if I went outside in the cold. No, if it was that cold, that snowing, I probably wouldn't be there. But just saying, it's still cute. It's definitely a little cozy vibe in the little neighborhood, like the Polynesian island Christmas side. Very pretty too. Very pretty too. I like how every biome is like more than one biome. Even though the plaza, he said the plaza is like a reflection type thing, but still there's so many different areas. It does make the valley feel a lot bigger than it is. Mr. Dreamlight was saying that they haven't used their islands yet because they don't really have the need to, because they have so much going on, and they're actually going to be working on a super big project in the upcoming months, and I'm really excited to see that. And if you want to go check out the actual video, the other half of Mr. Dreamlight showing me around and telling me all the details, he has that up on his channel. I'll link it in the description below. And if you want me to come take a peek at your valley, usually sometimes when we're live, I'll go over to people's valleys just to check it out. You know, it gives us something to do. I like seeing what other people do with stuff. Or you can always come hang out in my valley too. Mine's definitely not as impressive as this, but I'm going to work on it. I need to remove a lot of stuff from the valley, spread it out, and utilize my islands. I want a pretty functioning valley too. It is kind of a bummer that we can't move some of the shops to the island, but you know, that's a whole nother issue. But I'm so thankful that Mr. Dreamlight finally let me come and see the valley. You know, it's been ongoing. I knew it was coming and we finally got it arranged, and then unfortunately it took me a while to get the video out, but I hope y'all enjoyed it. I really like Disney Dreamlight Valley, especially the community, and I love doing valley tours and other things that are cute and fun, and especially festive. This is my Christmas event for Disney Dreamlight Valley. I mean, of course, if you didn't know, on Christmas you can go to the castle and they will have a Christmas tree and a gift in there, but you know, and there's gonna be a new event, but we'll see what happens with that. But as always, I really do appreciate you so much. I did have a lot of fun with this. I wish I had gotten it out a little bit sooner, but I hope you did enjoy it. And go check out Mr. Dreamlight if you get a chance. And Merry Christmas. I really do appreciate y'all, especially those of you who are subscribed and like, comment, and share my videos. It really warms my cold little heart. And baby, you know it's cold outside right now. It's cold. So, you know, I need all the help I can get. But I really do appreciate it, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.